What's up, YouTube? Well, it's been a solid 3 months since this has been finished, and I thought I'd give a 3-month update. How everything's going? It's going pretty good. Pretty good. It's been through a lot of changes for only 3 months, though. So, when I built this, you remember those logs I made standing up? Well, they never tipped over. They stood up. And it turned out exactly how I wanted. You see in the back, see the algae growing on it. A couple of the changes I did make on this tank was the lighting. I changed to just this really, I think it's like a 32-inch LED strip, and this little DIY light I made. I'm not gonna tip that up. Let's see if I can get it. No, I'm not gonna tip it up. All I did was, it has a couple light outlets I wired in a little box. I like the darker look. It was actually too bright before, and so the darker look really looks good. That one bulb in this little housing I made shines just on that piece, and you can see the algae really growing on it, which is exactly what I wanted. I took most of the kitty litter out because it was too bright, and I replaced it with black gravel. I like the tank a lot darker. I was just going through my videos and I seen how bright everything was when I first set this up, and I even said in the video, once algae starts taking over, it'll look really nice, and it really darkened things up and made it look a lot more natural. See the algae growing on this rock. The fish have changed. I still have several of the hybrids. This guy's really just got huge, and that's his girlfriend. She's obviously moved out. Yeah, Oscar, because these two kept picking on him. These Severums, I tried to catch them and put them back in 350, but they're too fast, so they stay in. But I guess they're fine. Nobody messes with them. Yeah, everything's going good. No hiccups, no nothing. Filtration, doing good. Shares with the 90. 90's doing great. These little chocolates are getting really big, fast. Really starting to color up. If you're curious, you can go look at my other video I made of these guys. Shit, not that long ago, like maybe a month. And see, when I first got them, they've like quadrupled in size. You see what automatic water change and good food does? Look at this Sahika. T-bar cichlid. It's a female. I had a male, man, but he died, and she's just beautiful. Yeah. Cheese is coming around in this tank. He's still a little pouty. See him look at the camera, he don't like it. Look, got a problem, buddy? You got a problem? You got a problem, buddy? Yeah. Yep, doing pretty good. So I thought I'd give a 3-month update. Really nothing much changed. Well, it has, but it hasn't. I had to add the plastic plants because it looked a little dull, but I didn't add too much, so it's not too tacky. But no leaks, no problems. I highly recommend Pond Shield. And I recommend acrylic. It's cheaper, it's easy to install, not as heavy. And my 350's been up for quite a while, and not one single hiccup. As long as you get the right thickness. This is 3/8 thickness on this, and this is a 200 gallon. The 350, this is 1/2 inch acrylic. And it's a 350 gallon. I think the sheet was 6 by 24 by ½ inch. When I move, I buy my house, I'm gonna build a 1200 gallon, maybe bigger, and then I'll go to 3/4 to 1 inch. Oh, check this out. I knew this would happen. See these feather fins? Well, I had a feather fin in my 90 and he wasn't doing too well. He was like, I don't know, he just didn't look good. So I put him in here, my 350, and I was hoping that they didn't dislike each other. And I'm hoping that's not like bad fighting. Fastest growing fish I ever owned in my life. Cut it out. Come on guys, move out of the way. Then film other stuff. There's one. Sorry guys, I can see him just fine, but I can't get him on there. Man, it's huge. It doesn't look huge on camera, but it's so far back. They grow in, like you can see them, it's like day by day. It's ridiculous how fast they grow. They're pretty cool fish. I put my common pleco in here, and I know people don't like them and whatever. They don't do this. Well, they're not really algae cleaners. Yeah, bullshit. Mine cleaned this algae off this acrylic within 2 days. I haven't had to scrub it. This 90 that I took them out this morning was covered in algae. So I went to my local fish store and I bought 4. 1, 2, 3. I don't know where the other one is. 4 babies. Because I have the tanks big enough for them when they grow. And they do a good job. I don't care what people say. I've always, why else would they be so popular? Now the bristle nose I still have in some of my tanks. I don't even know where they're at. Yeah, I've had him for a couple years and he's only that big. The key is don't feed the crap out of him. Feed as much as your fish will eat. Still make sure he eats, but, and then he will eat. Hey, catfish is out. He will eat the algae. This tank had a lot of algae before I put him in. Now it's pretty clean. Everything. The wood's clean. Rocks are clean. That pot was covered in algae. It's clean. So, what else did I wanted to show? Cubans. Cubans are really starting to look good. Of course, he goes to hide. They look like little bulldogs. I'm pretty stoked about them getting big. It looks like I possibly could have a male and female. That looks like a male, and this looks like a female. Just because of the size difference, and she looks a little different. Turn to the side. There you go. She's still kind of small, and he's getting a lot bigger. So he looks pretty awesome. And they get along great in here, which sucks about the electric blue. He was bigger than them. Look, see, he even bullies some people. And they just wasn't having him. I guess maybe it's his color. But yeah, that's off subject. Anyway, the 200 is doing well. There's a lot of breeding going on in here. These two, I have my Acaras breeding. They were locked lips this morning. I did a little water change. They're breeding, so I guess I'm doing things right. Water's healthy. Alright YouTube, that's all for now. See ya.